And then we have CM Punk. CM Punk, who made his return to professional wrestling after 7 years of being out. When his return happened, all the way back in August, I was at work. I had no clue he had returned until I showed up, came here home, got on my computer, on this very same computer right now, got on YouTube, and just saw the headlines, saw the videos that CM Punk was all elite. He was back. And the excitement, the uproar of the crowd, the possibilities that AEW now had with the return of one of the biggest stars of WWE's PG era. One of the most gifted and technical wrestlers in the world today. He was back. CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, was back. And AEW, both AEW and CM Punk have made a very strong decision in keeping him away from high-profile matches, from high-profile opponents. That's not to say guys like Darby Allin and Eddie Kingston aren't high-profile opponents or high-profile matches. They are. But that's just scratching the surface of what CM Punk can truly do in that ring with AEW's top stars. And Tony Khan has said it in the past. He said it in interviews. He's purposely, in his own way, purposely kept CM Punk away from the bigger name stars of AEW. Because they want to reintroduce us to CM Punk. They want to give us a different presentation. Because I understand this, because if CM Punk made his return and his AEW debut, and he was presented as a top guy, that would have been just fine. That would have been swell for All Elite Wrestling. But for the most part, that would have been off of what WWE built back in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. AEW decides to go the route of, we're bringing you back. You're a big name in this business. We're making headlines. It's your return. But we want to establish you in our company as a wrestler. Yes, you're the name, CM Punk. Yes, you are the star, CM Punk. Yes, you are the box office ratings seller and contributor, CM Punk. But we're going to have you go up against guys that the audience does not want you to go up against, or that they don't want you to go up against still. Until we give it to them, because we are presenting you in a way that we are rebuilding you up in the middle of the ring. We want you to be a technical wrestler. A wrestler first, a star later. We know what you represent. We know what we can do with you if we put you on the marquee. We know that. But we want you to be the guy to go out there and face a guy like Darby Allin, like Eddie Kingston, and all those other young guys, and bring them up. Show them the ropes. Put them over. Give them the rub. Make headlines out of them. And that is exactly what AEW has been doing with CM Punk. And I think that's not going to stop until next year, when they finally ramp him up to go up against a Kenny Omega, a Bryan Danielson, a Hangman Adam Page, a Chris Jericho, a Jon Moxley, if he returns. Hopefully he returns very, very soon, all healed up, obviously. So with that said, I don't think CM Punk's return to pro wrestling has been a disappointment. I think it's just a different approach to what fans would have wanted, because, this term is thrown around very, very much in the IWC, but the fact of the matter is, we are all very fickle. We change our opinions like that. We are very impatient fans. We want it right now. Look no further than when something happens on any show, you have fans and pundits, myself included, questioning that every move. Not choosing to wait until the entire story plays out and what twists and turns await us, but we decide to criticize it right here, right now, because we don't agree with that step. That is what we do. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But in my mind, CM Punk has not been a complete disappointment. His return to AEW, his return to professional wrestling, the ratings haven't gone up, other than when he first made his return. That might have something to do with how he's being booked. But like I said, patience is key to all of this, and we'll eventually get there.